This is Crime Science, a Curell Case Files series, where dark stories become clear through the cold precision of forensics. If you're into eerie cases, solved mysteries, and the real science that brings justice, like, share, and subscribe. Today's case begins in the summer of 1982, Marshallville, Ohio, a small, peaceful town. 11-year-old Krista Lea Harrison rode her bike to a nearby park to collect aluminum cans. It was a Sunday afternoon. She never came home. A search began immediately. Friends, family, and neighbors joined law enforcement. They found her bicycle near a bench. No sign of struggle, no witnesses, just gone. 6 days later, her body was discovered in a remote field. She had been assaulted, strangled, and dumped like trash. The town fell silent. Fear spread. The investigation dragged on. Over 100 leads, dozens of interviews, but the evidence was thin. One clue, just one, kept investigators hanging on. A hair, light brown, found on Krista's body, no root, no follicle. In 1982, that meant no DNA match. The case went cold for 20 years. But science didn't stop. In the early 2000s, mitochondrial DNA became viable in criminal investigations. Unlike nuclear DNA, which comes from both parents and requires a root, mitochondrial DNA is passed from mother to child and can be extracted even from rootless hair. The hair was tested, and it matched a man named Robert Anthony Buell, a former city planner and suspected serial predator. He had already been convicted of abducting and raping another girl and was sitting on death row. But he had always denied involvement in Krista's murder, until the hair said otherwise. The mitochondrial DNA in that single strand matched Buell's maternal line. It didn't prove guilt alone, but it placed him in undeniable proximity, enough to reopen the case. Investigators also reviewed Buell's travel logs, vehicle records, and other evidence, confirming he had been in the area the day Krista disappeared. And Krista wasn't the only victim. Other young girls from the same region had vanished. Patterns emerged. Buell was executed in 2002, and in his final statement, he said nothing. No confession, no remorse. But the science had already spoken. A single rootless hair helped link a child killer to his crime, and prove that even silent evidence can speak loud enough to be heard decades later. This has been Crime Science, a Curell Case Files production where real crimes meet real forensics. Subscribe for more cases where science catches the darkness hiding in plain sight.